What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a good old look at some new products. Some new products have gone and been revealed, but I'm starting off here with a pretty big caveat. Now, I know Paul has gone and shown these over on the official Facebook group. They originally came from WMP_YW over on Twitter, and they seem legit. They look legit, and I'll explain in this video why I'm believing them. However, the caveat is this. Although they've been shared by a couple people that I generally trust, and they do look absolutely legit, I'm not finding them in many other places. Now, there's a very good chance that by the time I post this video, they will be everywhere, but it's a little bit strange how I'm not finding these in a lot of the places I would usually expect to be finding them for these new products. Generally, these images come out and I go, I don't know where that's from. And I can go and put my finger on it and find it in a bunch of different places. It's not happening this time round. Not saying they're not legit. I'm saying they're believable. But I do think these reveals today come with a little bit of skepticism. When I get a proper update, I will, of course, update you. I'll pop it in. I'll probably pin a comment, to be honest with you. So I'm sharing these now, but I do kind of pride myself on accuracy here. So it needs to be said, look legit, are believable, not confirmed. Okay? Excellent. What is definitely confirmed, however, is today, 7:30 p.m. UK time, Whatnot. We're going to be doing an OPO2 box break. This is going to be my last Whatnot box break of the year. It's OPO2, which is a great set. We've had some good pulls on Whatnot recently, so come join me. Use the discount code in the description or the link, whatever you want to call it, to get £10 free credit, get some packs. It's going to be awesome. Come join us, 7:30 p.m. UK time tonight for my last stream of the year. So what we've got are illustration boxes, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And what we've got here are products which are, well, kind of cool, honestly. They seem to be English exclusive products. And what we've got here are very clearly marketing images thereof. And we get ourselves 4 packs and a couple of promos. Job's a good 'un. Now, there's a few things to talk about here. We'll talk about the pack selection in a minute. First, we need to talk about the promos. The promo selection here is a little bit weird because I recognize one of these 4 cards. One of these 4 cards, I can tell you right now exactly where it came from. One of these 4 cards. You see, if we have a look at Volume 1 and we have a look at the Boa Hancock, I'm like, yeah, cool, I know that one. I know that card because it's from the Premium Booster 01. Well, they've got a kind of special box that's just releasing over in Japan. The Premium Booster 01 storage set. And basically that came with a bunch of promos, including the Nami, which we know is going to be used as an anniversary tournament promo, and this Boa Hancock. Although, again, there are 2 versions over in Japan, a regular and a fancy. And this is very clearly the regular version. Still no fancy version, just like we didn't get the fancy version of the Nami. Sorry about that. But then the other 3 aren't from that box. So we've got the Nami as this anniversary tournament promo. We've got the Boa Hancock popping up in here. But there's 7 different promo cards in that box. Why have we got 2 of them in different random places and we're still missing a bunch? Where's the Royal Bluchi? Don't know. Where's the Jewelry Bonnie? Don't know. Where's the Uta? Don't know. Where's the Captain Eustace Kid? Where's the Spandam? We don't know. It's weird at this stage that one of them is coming in these illustration boxes and one of them is coming as our anniversary tournament promo, but then the other 5 are just random. This is weird, right? I cannot be the only one that thinks this is weird. I mean, we'll get them all at some point. I'm sure we'll get them all at some point. But it's incredibly strange to me that one of these just makes perfect sense. And, oh, yes, that one. Cool. And yet, it would have been pretty easy to go, right, well, if we're taking from this box in Japan, let's just take from the box in Japan. And instead, they've gone, well, let's take one. Let's take one of the ones from the box in Japan, and then we'll find a free from elsewhere. For what it's worth, these do have very similar art styles. I can't say they're the same artist. We can't see well enough here, but I'm telling you that the art style is pretty similar, and that might just literally be the answer. It might just be the answer that what they want to do here is take this artist and get a bunch of their art and celebrate that art in this product, which would honestly make sense. That would be a cool thing to do, so fine, I get it. In terms of what the cards are, the Boa Hancock is obviously the one from Starter Deck 17, one of the best blue cards around right now. Because 4 costs 6k with blocker, but on play you get to rearrange the top 3 cards of your deck, great for Doflamingo decks, and then give a Rested Don to one of your 7 Warlords of the Sea leader or characters. In a Doflamingo deck, this is busted. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. But then we get the other cards. The other one we get along with this is O-nami. And of course, 1 cost O-nami. We're talking about the one from way back in OP05. And this is the one whereby 1 costs 1,000 power. And if you've got 10 Don cards on your field, this character gains blocker. And then obviously purple has a habit of having Don minor skills, putting cards back and all of that. So you need to make sure you're sticking at 10 Don. But if you do stick at 10 Don, then you got a 1 cost blocker just kind of coming out and chilling, and that's also a pretty nice card. Over in the other illustration collection, we've got Black Maria, and I think we're going to be pretty happy about this one, because there is one Black Maria card which is just completely busted and making purple decks way better, and it's this one. Activate main once per turn. If you have no other Black Maria characters in play, add up to 5 Don cards from your Don deck rested, and then at the end of your turn you have to return Don until you got the same number as, or less, than your opponent. So, yeah, you use all those Don minor skills, you put them all out, and actually, obviously, great combo here with the O-nami, in that it's going to make it much easier to keep 10 Don on the field, so yay! And then we get the Yamato. We all know Yamato is a very popular character. And also here, they're all female characters. They're all pretty popular. We can see where we're going with this in terms of which cards we're getting and which ones we're using and all of that. Now, the Yamato here is a 5 cost 4,000 power. So I'm assuming at this point you all know which one we're talking about. We're actually talking about the one from the Starter Deck. Starter Deck 13. But it's got counter plus 2k. And rush, and on play, look at all of your life cards, put 1 on top of your deck, and the rest back in your life in any order. So you get to get cards out from the life, as well as having rush, and counter plus 2k. And I'm just telling you, this seems like a pretty good deal, alright? This seems like a pretty good card, so yeah, quite nice. Getting these cards from all over, frankly. And I kind of like this. Like, this is the very definition of inessential products. Like, nobody needs these products. These are products we do not need. You got alternate art cards of existing cards, so mechanically we don't need them. And it's got a bunch of packs we've already had. Nobody needs this product. But I'm telling you right now, I'm buying both of them. No ifs, buts, or maybes. Assuming these are in fact real, I am buying both of them. Probably on release day. I'm putting the 4 promos in my binder of cool promo cards, and I'm ripping the packs. Speaking of the packs, it's not the best pack selection ever. My inkling here, and this would make perfect sense, is that this is a way for Bandai to basically offload OP06 and OP08 because they've got a bit left over. Because what we've got here is OP06 Wings of the Captain and OP08 2 Legends. And basically, like if I look right now in the UK and I want to buy a cheap booster box of One Piece cards, my best 2 choices are OP06 and OP08. They are the 2 boxes right now that are easiest to find. I'm not saying they're the only ones, but I am saying they are the easiest to find cheap booster boxes of. I think that's pretty indicative. OP07 is a bigger set generally. Now, it's not the bigger set, I grant you, but OP07 is a generally bigger set. And obviously, OP09 is just absolutely huge right now, as it should be. It's the best set we've had. So you add that all up, and you kind of... And I don't say this as a negative. I'm just saying it as an explanation. I love OP06. I love OP08. But I know there's going to be some people who are looking at this going, well, hang on a second. Why OP06 and OP08? And my inkling is, my theory, and I feel pretty good about this theory, essentially, they are the two sets that haven't sold quite as well, so it makes the most sense to repack them into here. And it's basically a really nice way of making these cool promos available while getting rid of stock of products where you printed the set very heavily and it hasn't sold quite, and I'm not saying it's sold badly, but I'm saying it's not sold quite as well as you might have hoped. You've got some left over, and that's what we generally see from these repack products. It's not just One Piece. We see it in Pokemon and stuff all the time. They tend to be filled with the sets that they've got left over, the sets where they've got either they printed too much or it didn't sell quite as well, or for whatever reason, there's more of that lying around, whereas something like OP09 is selling so well at the moment, you don't want to put it in a repack set because you can just sell it as it is. Just a theory, could be wrong, but this tends to hold for TCGs generally. As I've said, these have not been officially confirmed. The boxes look absolutely legit. The pack selection of OP06 and OP08 makes perfect sense. The fact that it's got Boa Hancock from the Premium Booster 01 set, but then a bunch of other alternate arts not from there, but that look like the same or at least similar style. This all adds up to, this absolutely looks legit. But as I've said, and I want to be super clear about this, it's not been officially confirmed. We do need to take it with a pinch of salt for the time being, but it looks believable, it's very exciting, and it's a kind of thing we need to be talking about. Ergo, we talk about it here. But we have talked about it here, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. How excited are you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.